ॐ क्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम् श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सूत्रार्थो वर्ण्यते यत्र
सूत्रार्थो वर्ण्यते यत्र
वाक्यैः सूत्रानुकारिभिः
वाक्यैः
स्वपदानि च वर्ण्यन्ते
स्वपदानि च वर्ण्यन्ते
भाष्यं भाष्यविदो विदुः।
भाष्यं भाष्यविदो विदुः
वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्थाः
वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्थाः
सन्न्यासयोगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः
संन्यासयोगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः
ते ब्रह्मलोकेषु परान्तकाले
ते ब्रह्मलोकेषु परान्तकाले
परामृताः परिमुच्यन्ते सर्वे
परामृता परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे
धीराः विवेकिनः वीतरागाः सन्तः प्रशान्ताः ऋषयः. In the previous mantra, we saw धीराः वीतरागाः प्रशान्ताः ऋषयः. ऋषयः जानाति, ऋषति जानाति. Therefore, ज्ञानेन तृप्ताः, ज्ञानतृप्ताः सर्वमेव आविशन्ति इति ऐक्यं, ब्रह्म ऐक्यं. Now, in this mantra, the same thing. From these mantras only, the sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, the fourfold qualifications, vitaragaha, prashantaha, the adhigaritam as such, it is not particularly defined in any mantra in the Upanishad. It's all culled from different sources. So these mantras we can see that. The previous mantra, dhiraha means vivekinaha. Similarly, vitaragaha, vairagi, prashantaha, samadhi shatka, sampannaha. Therefore, endowed with the sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, they become rishayaha. They know the truth, they understand the truth. Therefore, they become jnaninaha, kritatmanaha, jnanatriptaha. Jnanatriptaha is jivan muktaha ityartaha. So, therefore, yuktatmanaha, jnana nishthavantaha. Then they sarvam prapya, sarvameva avishanti. Brahmavit brahmaiva bhavati iti. In this mantra also, yatayaha, shuddha sattvaha, yatayaha, ukta sadhanehi, yatamanaha, prayatnam kurvantaha. Yatayaha, one who makes effort. It could be anyone, sannyasi or karma yogi. By rudi, artha yati is sannyasi. Yati. And Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitartaha, because they have dedicated themselves exclusively for this jnana sadhanam. Therefore, Vedanta Vijnanena Sunishchitaha Artaha te taihi tena Shuddha Sattvaha. The Antakaranam has become Shuddha. This is the result of the jnanam. Atma is Nitya Shuddha Mukta Swabhavaha. Therefore, Shuddha Sattvaha. Tad Buddhayaha Tadatmanaha Tanishtas Tatparayanaha. Gachatya Punaravrittam Jnana Nirduta Kalmashaha. Gita Bhagavan says. So Jnanena Nirduta Kalmashaha. Shuddha Sattvaha. That's why we have seen the Shuddha Sattvaha, the word can be interpreted as by Karma Yoga, the Antakarnam has been made relatively Shuddha. It is made Shuddha by how? By neutralizing this Ragadvesha. Not allowing the Ragadveshas which are illegitimate, which are adharmika, and Ragadveshas which are not binding, which are not harmful. That is at the level of Karma Yoga. At the level of Jnanam removes Ajnanam. Therefore, Shuddha Sattvaha. That is Shuddha Sattvam. Who has Shuddha Sattvam? Only Jnani. That is why Jnani only can be Dharmika. He only said to enjoy Shuddha Sattvam. All the other people, they enjoy this sattva only at the relative level, the Shuddha Sattva. Only a Jnani can be spontaneously a dharmika person. Following dharma is spontaneous for a Jnani. Or whatever he does, that is dharma. He can never violate the order. Shuddha Sattvaha. How can he violate the order? Because he is now one with the order. Therefore, Shuddha Sattvaha. How did he become Shuddha Sattvaha? Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitartaha. Vedantaha Mahavakyani. The Vakya Janya Vijnanam Vijnayaha Paramatma, which is the Jiva Brahma Aikyam, which is revealed by the Shastram. Saha Sunishchitaha. Samshaya Viparya Ragitaha. Yesham te sannyasa yogat. Sannyasa, we saw that karma pala tyaga lakshana. Karma tyaga. Karma tyaga. Karma tyaga is jnana karma sannyasaha. It is jnanam. It is not just sannyasa. Jnanena karma tyaga. Sannyasaha. Therefore, brahma nishtaha ityartaha. Therefore, by that, shuddham ragadi malaragitam antakaranam sattvam yesham te. So therefore, te ukta lakshanavantah te yatayah parantakale. Only for jnani is parantakala. For ajnanis, it is aparantakala. For ajnani, that is not the end. For ajnani, because no jnanam. Ajnani, it is not aparantakala. It is the end of this life. The journey of this life. End of the journey of this life. Again, they will come back. Where will they go? So, Abrahma Bhuvana Lokat, Punaravartin Arjuna. So they come back. Whereas for a Jnani, Aparanta, it is Parantakala. Param, Brahma, Amrutam, Marana Ragitam, Amarana Dharmakam. So therefore, that Nityam Brahma, Agamasmi iti, Jnanavantaha, Jnanam Praptavantaha, Vedanta Janya Jnanam, Sunishchitartaha te. What happens to them? Linga Sharira Bhanga Rupa, Charama Marana Samaya, that is Parantakala. The Linga Shariram, that is Sukshma Shariram. Death is nothing but separation of the Sukshma Shariram from the Stula Shariram. That is Parantakala. Param, it is Brahma, Sarvat Krishtam Amritam, Brahmatma Bhutam. So Parantakale, Brahma Lokeshu. We saw Brahma Loka, Brahmanaha Lokaha, Brahma Lokaha, or Brahma Eva Lokaha, Brahma Lokaha, iti. Interpreting the compound in two ways. It gives totally two different meanings. Brahma eva lokaha, Brahma lokaha. This loka is Brahma. Everything is Ishvara, Brahma. So therefore, then why Bhagavachanam? Because Adhikari Bhagutvam Adaya. Many Adhikaris are there. From the standpoint, it is Bhagavachanam. Not that Brahma Lokeshu, meaning different lokas are there. Brahma Lokeshu Parimuchanti, Sarve Parimuchanti. Brahmani Ekatam Prapnuvanti. Means Videha Mukti. So beautifully, the sequence is presented here. Adhikarinaha sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha santaha yatayaha. Previously they were karma yoginaha. Now they have taken sannyasa yogat. Yatayaha vedanta vijnana sunishchitartaha shuddha sattvaha. Then brahma lokeshu parantakale paramritaha brahma lokeshu parimuchanti sarve iti. The mantra is presented. beautifully presents the sequence. Karma yoga leads to the person to the jnana yoga sadhanam. It becomes it gets jnana yogyata, then jnana sadhanam, then becomes free, jivan muktaha, then videha mukti. This is the sequence. So that is presented. Interpreting the same shloka by the same shloka by other people, they take this to be krama mukti. Brahmalokeshu is for paranta kale, they go to Brahmaloka iti, taking the compound to be Brahmanaha lokaha, loka of the Brahmaji. That interpretation Bhashyakara dismisses. That we will see. The last part of the Bhashyam, where that we have to see, where the Bhashyakara dismisses. That not that Upanishad doesn't present such a mukti, karma mukti. It is Upanishad presence. We have seen in Katha Upanishad and other Upanishad also it is presented. But here, that is not the meaning we take here. Here we don't talk about Saguna Brahma Upasaka because the context we need to take. This mantra we have been discussing for the last 3 classes. So we are not discussing Saguna Brahma Upasakas. We are not discussing about Upasaka talk. We are talking about Nirgunam Brahma. Nirgunam Brahma means Jnanam. So Nirguna Brahma Upasaka. Nirgunam means it is Jnanam. Sadhana is Jnanam, not Upasana. Shravanam Mananam Nidhyasam. That is the sadhanam. So therefore, how can we take the mukti is karma mukti? Though some commentators interpret, but we don't take that meaning. The shloka yields itself to such interpretation. But we have to see the context. So therefore, not that they go to Brahma Loka and from Hiranyagarbha, Brahmaji, Parantakala is when the Pralayam comes, along with Hiranyagarbha, they gain Mukti. That is Krama Mukti. We are not talking about Krama Mukti. It is Sadhyo Mukti. We are talking about Jnanis, not about the Upasakas. Let us read the Bhashyam. The last part we have to complete. We will read from the beginning. Vedanta Janita Vijnanam, Vedanta Vijnanam.
Vedanta
Vedanta Janita Vijnanam, Vedanta Vijnanam.
Tasyartaha Paramatma Vijneyah.
Tasyartaha Paramatma Vijneyah.
Sortaha Sunishchitaha Yesham Te.
Sortaha Sunishchitaha Yesham Te.
Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitarthaha.
Vedanta
Vijnana
Sunishchitarthaha
Sunishchitarthaha.
Te cha
Techa
Sannyasa Yogat.
Sannyasa Yogat.
Sarva Karma Parityaga Lakshana Yogat.
Sarva Parityaga Lakshana
Parityaga
Yoga
Yogat.
Kevala Brahma Nishtha Swarupad Yogat. Swarupad Yogat.
Kevala Brahmanishta Swarupad Yogat
Yogat.
Yatayaha Yatanashilaha.
Yatayaha Yatanashilaha
Yatanashilaha.
Shuddha Sattvaha.
Sattvaha.
Shuddham Sattvam Yesham Sannyasa Yogat Te Shuddha Sattvaha.
Shuddham
Sattvam
Sattvam Yesham
yesham
Sannyasa Yogat
sannyasa yogat
Shuddha
Sattvaha.
Vedanta Janita Vijnanam, Vedanta Vijnanam. Vijnanam, knowledge. Assimilated knowledge. Jnanam, is only by the Pramanam Shastram, Pramanatvat. And the Jnaya Vishaya is Brahma. So therefore the knowledge which is born of Vedanta, Janita, born of Vedanta Shastram, therefore Vedanta Vijnanam, Aparavidya, Aparavidya it is. Sorry, it is Paravidya. If it is, if the Jnanam is itself, it is Dve Vidya Veditabhya, Paracha Aparacha. This is Paravidya. Other than this Vidya, all other Vidyas, every other Vidya is Aparavidya. So it is not Aparavidya, Vidya, Janita Jnanam. Aparavidya is the Vidya which helps to understand the Vakya of the Vedanta. Yata Vyakaranam Niruktam Jyotisham Chandas iti the the 6 Angani, Veda Angani, they are Aparavidya. Even other Vidya, all the other knowledges, they are all Aparavidya. So Aparavidya is Parichinna Vidya Aparavidya. That also gives Jnanam. Right? That Jnanam you don't become free. You become free only when you know the truth. So that is why Paravidya, Aparavidya, Sarva Vidya Pratishtam. That is how the Upanishad introduced. Why it is called Sarva Vidya Pratishtam. Knowing which there nothing will be remain unknown. This is the only knowledge where ignorance is completely removed. Ajnana Apanayanam completely takes place only in this Vidya, Paravidya. So therefore Vedanta is Vedanta, the Shastram, the words, the sentences, Vakya, they are Paravidya. That is why Sunishchitartaha, the word is very important. You remember the discussion, what we had in the beginning of the Mundaka Upanishad, when the mantra came, Para, Dvaidya Veditavya, Paracha, Paracha, Bhashikara, he elaborated the meaning of the Paravidya. Even the words of the Upanishad, words of the Vedanta, they are Paravidya only. The words, I study Mundaka Upanishad, it is Aparavidya. When the words are taken, the words, you have committed Mundaka Upanishad to memory. That is Aparavidya only. The words and the sentences and the Upanishad, Shabda Rashi, Aparavidya. Knowledge of the words of the Upanishad, Aparavidya. When the meaning of the words is understood, when the meaning, Arthaspuranam, the knowledge which the words reveal, the knowledge revealed by the words alone knocks off the Ajnana. That is Paravidya. That is why Vijnanam. So, therefore it is Paravidya. Vedanta Janita Vijnanam is Paravidya. Paravidya means the assimilated Jnanam, not just the words. The meaning or the understood meanings of the words. That is important. Understood. Not just the words are known, not the knowledge of the words. Knowledge of the words cannot liberate a person. Knowledge of the words, what I mean is just the words. You have got the information, about the words. Know the words and the etymological derivation. That doesn't give you moksha. But then what give you moksha? The ascertained meaning of the words of the Shastram alone gives moksha. That's why Vedanta, Vakya, Mahavakya, Janita Vijnanam. Not Vedanta Vakya Vijnana, just Vedanta Vakya Vijnanam. Janita, the knowledge born of the words of the Vedanta, Vedanta Mahavakya. The meanings have to be understood. You have to see through the words and what the words reveal. The Vastu, that is myself. That Jnanam, That is Paravidya. So that is why Sunishchitartaha, every word is important. So therefore, knowledge born of Vedanta Shastra, Vedanta Vijnanam. The subject matter is Vijnanam. Vijnanam is Vijnayaha Paramatma. Those who have clearly understood, that is important, clearly understood the Vedanta, that is Mahavakya, Aikya, Akandartha Bodhaka Vakya. So that is Vijnanam. That is why Vijnanam. Upanishad uses appropriately Vedanta Vijnana, not Vedanta Jnana. If it is Vedanta Jnana, all we are Vedanta Jnana. We have got Jnanam, knowledge of the words of the Shastram. We know Katha Upanishad, Mundaka, Ityadi. Then it talks about us. It is Vedanta Janita. Nishta is talked about. Ascertained meaning. The meanings of the words of the Shastram should be well ascertained. You have to see through it and see that it is me alone. That is why Su-Nischitaha, very important. So therefore Vedanta Vijnana Sunischchitartaha Jnaninaha. It is Jnani. Jnani, we say, the word we use for the one who knows a Shastram, that's done Shravanam, and who has got Nishta also Jnani. The word Jnani we use for Stha Prajna, Jnana Nirdhuta, Siddhadihi, Stha Prajnaha. So Jnana, they are Jnaninaha, they are also Jnani. And then who pursues the Jnana Sadhanam, Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, they are also provisionally called Jnani. Sannyasis are generally called Jnani, Yateha, Jnaninaha iti Jnani. That is, they are also provisionally called Jnani because the goal is Jnanam, therefore Jnani. That is the end. And they are following the means. So means, when they are taken care properly, end will be reached. There is a connection between the means and the end. Therefore, Jnani. Or we give the benefit of doubt to sannyasis, therefore they are Jnani. Because sannyasa yoga yateha. So Shuddha Sattvaha, it is the end to be reached, therefore Jnani. Therefore sannyasa yoga. Sannyasa yoga is that lifestyle, sannyasa, karma, jnana karma, sannyasa, jnana karma, lakshana, sannyasa. Karmas are given up, not physically, jnanena. Therefore, kartrutva abhimana rahitaha. Kartrutva is aham karta, that is ajnanam, that is negated by jnanam. When the kartrutva abhimana is negated by jnanam, when it is crystal clear, when this knowledge is so clear, kurvanapi na karoti, naiva kinchit karomi iti, yukto manyeta tattvavit. That the knowledge what the person enjoys, that is Paravidya. Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitartaha. They are Vedanta Vijnana Sunishchitartaha. Kurvanapi na karoti, naiva kinchit karoti, tasya karyam na vidyate. Kurvanapi na lipyate. Even though they do, but na lipyate. Katam na lipyate, katrutva abhimana rahitaha san. Therefore, karmani na nibadranti tam. Karma do not bind them. Karma binds a person only when the person has kartrutva abhimana. Aham karta, aham bhokta. What is this aham? They have discovered the meaning, the swarupa of this aham. Tasya artaha paramatma vijnayaha sunishchitaha. Therefore, sannyasa yogat, therefore sarva karma parityaha lakshana yogat, kevala brahmanishta swarupat yogat. Brahmanishta swarupa. Kevala brahmanishta swarupa, it is very important. Why kevala? Because there is no, Bhashyakara uses the kevala, the word very cautiously. That is, there is no jnana karma samuchaya. Kevala brahmanishta. Where is karma? There is no karma here. Kevala brahmanishta means only by jnanena. Na karma na prajaya dhanena. Tyage naike. Tyaga is what tyaga? Sarva karma parityaga lakshana yogat, sannyasa yogat, jnana yogat. Tyage naiva amritatvam anashuhu. That is why kevala. There is no sumuchaya, jnana karma sumuchaya. Kevala jnanena. That is why yatayaha, sannyasinaha, yatana shilaha, shuddha sattvaha. By that antakarnam is shuddham. Antakarnam is shuddham means swarupa of Atma is shuddha. Atma is ever shuddha. Atma never becomes impure. We start with the sadhana, karma yoga is a sadhana for antakarna shuddhi, relative shuddhi. Now final shuddhi. Final shuddhi, it is natural, the result of jnana. Therefore shuddha sattvaha. In the beginning it was deliberate. Karma as a yoga taken deliberately for antakarna shuddhi, for jnanam to take place. That becomes the end, the natural, spontaneous shuddha sattvaha. That becomes the end, shuddha sattvaha iti. Then the next line, let's read. Te brahmalokeshu
ते ब्रह्मलोकेषु
केषु
samsarinam
संसारिणां
संसारिणां
ye maranakalaha
ये
ये
मरणकालाः
मरणकालाः
te aparantaha
ते
ते
अपरान्ताः
अपरान्ताः
tan apekshya
तान् अपेक्ष्य
अपेक्ष्य
mumukshunam
मुमुक्षूणां
samsara avasane
संसार
संसार
अवसाने
अवसाने
deha parityaga kalaha parantakalah
देह
देह
परित्यागकालः
परित्यागकालः
परान्तकालः
परान्तकालः
tasmin parantakale.
तस्मिन्
तस्मिन्
परान्तकाले
परान्तकाले
Bashikara explains what is parantakala. Parantakala is mumukshunam samsara avasane avasana deha parityaga kalaha marana kalaha, the time of death. The body is there is a separation of the sukshma shariram from the stula shariram. So we say the body falls, stula shariram falls. Sharira patanam. Sharira patanam means dropping the sharira. Who drops the sharira? The jiva. Asamsaras. Samsari, this kala is, this is not the end. It is only a temporary sharira patanam. Again they pick up another sharira. Again they pick up next shariram in keeping with the karma pala. Whereas jnani here is deha parityaga kalaha, that is paranta kala. That happens samsara avasane, at the end of the samsara. Samsara avasana only for jnani. That's why mumukshunam. Now they are mumukshu. Mumukshu means previously they were mumukshus. Now they are jnani. Mumukshunam. Moksham ichantaha. Mumukshunam. Still call mumukshu. We can call them mumukshu. So mumukshunam. Mumukshunam. Before gaining moksha, moksham ichantaha mumukshuhu. Now they have become free. Therefore, there is no icha for moksha, but still they are called mumukshunam. That is now they are mumukshu, they become successful. They are muktaha. Mumukshunam here, Not that now they aspire for moksha. Already muktaha eva. Because sarva karma parityaha lakshana yogat shuddha sattvaha. Therefore, they are muktaha eva. They have become successful. They have gained. They have become free. Therefore, in that meaning, the word mumukshuna, the word is used. Who were mumukshus? Prak mumukshavaha. Paschat muktaha. So, tan apekshya, compared to them, mumukshunam samsara avasane, at the end of samsara, this is only for jnani. Dega parityaga kalaha. Degasya tyagaha parityagaha. Dega parityaga kalaha. The time of giving up the body. Samsara avasana. So prarabdhavasha, this sharira yatra continued. Now it is dropped. That is the time. That is called that kala is called paranta kalaha. That kala is called paranta kalaha, the ultimate end. The time when the sharira is dropped, that is paranta kalaha. What about this? Is for the mumukshus. This is for the jnanis. What about the samsari? For them it is aparanta kala. Ye marana kalaha samsarinam te aparantaha kalaha. Here it is for the jnani. It is paranta kalaha. So Bhashikara gives a distinction. So then who will gain Brahmaloka? Not samsari. Samsarinam, ye samsarinam maranakalaha te aparantaha. They don't go to Brahmaloka. They go to different lokas and they come back by Krishna Gati, Krishna Marga, Krishna Gati. They travel and they come back. Now, Mumukshunam, they reach Brahmaloka. So Paranta Kalaya, they enter Brahmaloka, Brahmalokeshu. They Brahmalokeshu. Here we saw the word Brahmaloka, Brahma Eva Lokaha, Brahmalokaha. So we take the compound here, Brahmalokeshu, the Jnani, they don't travel. This Brahma Eva Lokaha, Sarvam Kalugidam Brahma iti Jnanam. Therefore, there is no travel. That is why Jivan Eva Muktaha. Compound is not Brahmanaha Lokaha. Brahmanaha Lokaha means Krama Mukti. Here Brahma Eva Lokaha. Then why Bhagavacham? Then Bhashikara tells in the next sentence, Brahma Lokeshu. Because Brahma Lokeshu, only one. Brahma Lokeshu means the doubt will come because there are many lokas. And therefore Brahma Lokeshu. So it becomes a destination, a loka which has to be reached, Brahma Lokeshu, because Bhagavachanam is when we talk about Advaitam, then where Brahma Lokeshu, how Bhagavachanam came. So for that Bhashikara, he explains, which also we saw in the last class. Sadhakanam bhagutvat
Sadhakanam bahutvat
Brahma eva lokaha Brahma lokaha
Brahma
Brahma
eva
eva
lokaha,
lokaha
Brahma
Brahma
lokah.
lokah
Ekaha api anekavat drishyate prapyate va.
Ekaha
Ekaha
api
api
anekavat
anekavat
drishyate
drishyate
prapyate va.
prapyate va.
So lokaha lokyate anubhuyate iti lokaha. This Brahma eva lokaha Brahma lokaha. What is not Brahma? Everything is Brahma. All the lokas are Brahma. And being Jnani, why should they go to Brahma loka to gain Jnanam there? Here itself they have gained Jnanam. Here itself they have become free. Samsara nivritti. Here itself happens. Why should they go to Brahma loka and then become free? So therefore, Sadhyo Muktihi. Then Bhagavachanam is Sadhakanam Bhagutvat. Many sadhakas are there, many aspirants, many work for moksha. So from the standpoint, it is Bhagavachanam. Not that there are many Brahma Chaitanya. Brahma Chaitanya is, it is Ekam, Advaitam it is. And it is Bhagutvad, Sadhakanam Bhagutvad, because of many sadhakas. Sadhakas are many, therefore Bhagavachanam. From the standpoint of the seeker. From the standpoint of the seeker, many seekers are there, each seeker wants to attain or gains Brahma. Therefore Brahma Lokeshu. Ekaha api aneko drishyate prapyate va. It is only one. Sadhakanam Bhagutva, because of the seekers, and different types of seekers are the seekers of different cadres, different category, different the relation. There is some Taratamya is among the sadhakas also. So they reach the same loka, Brahma loka, which is not a loka, in fact, it is jnanam. That's why lokita anubhuyate. From the standpoint of the seekers, it is used Bhagavachanam. It doesn't mean there are many lokas. This knowledge is Brahma loka. The knowledge here, gained here, it is the vision that everything is Brahma. That is Brahma loka. That's why we say lokaha is lokita anubhuyate. That because of which everything is experience. That is not an subject to experience, any experience. That is Brahma. Ahamasmi iti. Ekaha api anekavat drishyate. Even though it is one, it appears to be anekavat drishyate pratiyate. It appears to be many. Because it is attained by many sadhakas, many jnanis, mukshavaha. Therefore, ekaha api anekavat drishyate prapyate va anekavat pratiyate. Therefore, it is used Bhagavachanam. There is no other importance to the Bhagavachanam. All the jnanis finally they resolve in Brahma. Brahma Aikyam. They become one with Brahma. Therefore Bhagavachanam. There is no other significance to the Bhagavachanam. Then the next line. Paramritaha.
Paramritaha.
Amritaha.
Paramam Amritam.
Paramam
Paramam
amritam.
amritam.
Amarana Dharmakam.
Amarana dharmakam.
Dharmakam.
Brahma.
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 Atmabhutam Yesham Te Paramritaha.
Atma bhutam
Atmabhutam
yesham te
yesham te
paramritaha.
paramritaha.
Jivantah eva brahmabhutaha paramritaha santaha.
Jivantaha eva
Jivantah
brahma
eva
bhutaha
brahmabhutaha
paramritaha
paramritaha santaha.
Parimuchanti sarve.
parimucyanti
Parimucyanti
sarve.
sarve.
Parisamantat.
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 Pradeepa nirvanavat ghatakashavaccha.
Pradeepa
Pradeepa
nirvanavat
nirvanavat
Ghatakashavacha.
ghatakashavacha.
Nivrittim upayanti.
Nivrittim upayanti.
Upayanti.
Parimuchanti samantat muchante sarve.
Parimucyanti
Parimucyanti
parisamantat muchyante
parisamantat
sarve.
muchyante sarve.
Nadeshantaram gantavyam apekshante.
Na
न
deshantaram
देशान्तरं गन्तव्यम्
gantavyam
अपेक्षन्ते.
So Parantakala, the word is explained. Now Paramritaha is, Rashikara clearly says, Jivan eva brahmabhutaha paramritaha. That is Jivan muktaha. Jivan muktaha santaha paramritaha. Paramritaha made of two words, Param Utkrishtam, Brahma. Amritam, Amarana, Dharmakam. That is Brahma. So therefore, Paramritaha is immortal. It's not relative. It is total, complete, absolute. Amrita lokaha, Sarga lokaha, amritatvam bhajante. That is relative mortality, relative immortality. Sarga lokaha, amritatvam bhajante. People in Sarga loka, they live eternally. What is eternal? The eternal also is subject to time. That is for a long time. Compared to Manushya lifespan, It is longer, therefore eternal. Even if it is billion years, it is limited only. Though billion years, we say it figuratively said eternal. It is not eternal. It is also subject to time. It is not atyantika. It is apeksha. Apekshika. It is relative. Here, do we talk about relative or absolute? Paramrita. Para. The word para. Param is amrit. It is utkrishtam. Amritam. Amarana dharmakam. That is Brahma. So Brahma is not subject to, it's not subject to time. In fact, it is a cause, very cause of time, time and space. Therefore, it doesn't have maranam. So amarana dharmakam, Brahma and Atma Bhutam. Who is that? It is myself. Atma Bhutam. Yesham te paramata, therefore, referring to Jivan Muktaha. So therefore, Jivan Muktaha, Jivan eva Muktaha, Jivantaha eva Brahma Bhutaha, te paramritaha. So paramritaha, the compound is Bahuvrigi. Param is Amarana Dharmakam Brahma. And that is Brahma is myself, Atma Bhutam. Atma Bhutam Amarana Dharmakam Brahma Yeshamte. It is Paramritaha, Jivan Muktaha, Jivan eva Brahma Bhuta. Brahma Bhutaha Parimuchanti, Sarve Parimuchanti. When? Sharira Patanat Anantaram. Parimuchanti. Pari is Samantat, completely. Pari, the word here, the Upasarga, Pari. Pari is Samantat. Samantat completely. They don't leave any trace. That's it completely. In all, it is when you see from the standpoint of the three shariram or panchakosha, completely muchanti. They give up. That all the three, whether three shariram or panchakosha, they are the they they are the cause for bringing this seeming limitation. They are the cause for bringing this seeming limitation. In fact, it limits the jiva. It limits the jiva or brings in the notion of limitation, parichinnatvam. From that they become free. Therefore, Stula Shariram is dropped. Sukshma Shariram also it is dropped. And Karana Shariram, which is the cause, that also goes away. That is why Parimuchanti, completely, totally. That's why Parisamantat. The word Samantat is completely. Parimuchante, completely. Muchante, become free. When they become free, in fact, Jnana Samya itself, they become free. Jivan Muktaha eva, they are free. But now the Shariram also goes away. So after that, they become, they were free and they become free. They come, this only an expression. They continue to be free. But the Shariram also goes away. The limitations also are dropped. Bashikara here gives a beautiful example. Pradeepa Nirvanavat. Pradeepa Nirvanavat. Deepa, the lamp, which Nirvanavat. Nirvanavat. The lamp, the light, the lamp, it becomes avyakta. When it is the flame, when it is burning, it is Vyakta Agni. Now, when the fuel is exhausted, what will happen to the Agni? The Agni attains Avyakta Swarupam. So Agni always being there. It is Vyakta, Avyakta. It is Vyakta, Avyakta. Vyakta, it is limited. Avyakta, it becomes unlimited. In fact, Agni is Avyakta. The Agni is Avyakta everywhere. It becomes Vyakta when there is a wick and the oil. Becomes Vyakta when there is limitation. Now it becomes Avyakta. As the Agni becomes Avyakta, when the Agni is when the flame is, when the Deepa is exhausted, when it becomes Avyakta, similarly, for the Jnani, Upadhis are resolved. Upadhis are dropped. Upadhis merges with the total. Yatha Stula Sharira merges with the Samashti Stula, and Karana Shariram merges with the Samashti Karan, and the Sukshma, Samashti Sukshma, Sukshma Shariram merges with Samashti Sukshma, and Karana Shariram also, which is the Karanam for both the Sukshma and the Stula Shariram, that also is resolved here and now. So therefore, now where is this person? It's no more there. It's no more Upadhi. That's why Pradipa Nirvana becomes Avyakta. Avyakta Vyaktaya Sarve. From the Avyakta only all these have come. Again it goes back to Avyakta Avastha. But Jnani will not come back again. That is why Jivan Muktaha iti. Then who comes back? Even at the time of Pralaya, all the jivas they go to Avyakta Avastha. They are also Avyakta Avastha. But Karna Sharirams are not dropped. Karna Shariram nothing but this Karma Pala, which are stored, it's a Sanchita Karma. Where it is stored, it is in the Karna Shariram, the individual, and that in all the individual at the time of Pralaya, it is taken back by the Samashti, Karana Shariram. Then the next Srishti, from the Samashti, again the individual, the Veshti, all are born. So therefore, there it is not complete extinction. But here, the Jnani, for Jnani, the Karana Shariram is becomes completely extinct. No more available. There is no cause for this Jiva to come back. That Parichinnatvam, because of the Upadhi, it is gone. That is why Pradipa Nirvana. But here Avyaktam is, this Avyakta is total, complete. It is. That's why Parisamantat. Ajnanis also become Avyakta, but again become Vyakta. Whereas in the case of Jnani, it is Avyakta, that is total. That is why Pari, the word is important. The importance of the word Pari is this. Therefore, Parimuchanti, Parisamantat Muchante, Deshantaram, Gantavyam, Na Apekshante, Anya Deshaha, Desha is Anya Lokaha, Lokantaram. Anya Lokaha, Anya Deshaha. Desha means that involves travel, time, space is involved. Therefore, Na Apekshante, therefore they don't travel. So they don't travel. Apekshante, they don't expect to reach the other destination. The destination is here, this itself, the Brahma itself, which is here and now. So therefore, they don't wait. They don't wait, or they don't move. They don't traverse through a path. So Deshantaram, Anya Desha. It is Mayura Vimsakadi. It is Tatpurusha Samasa. Anya Desham Gantavyamiti na apekshante. Te sarve. They don't expect to travel to other desha, to other place, to other loka. Here itself, Parimuchanti sarve. Then the next line we will read. Up to this already we have seen. Just to recall, then the next line. Here Vashikara covers the Shruti as well as Smriti. Let us read. Shakuninam Vivakashe
Kunina Vakashe
Vakashe
Jalevari Charasya Va
Jalevari
Jalevari
Charasyava
Charasyava
Padam Yatana Drishyeta
Padam Yathana
Padam Yatha
Drishyeta
Drishyeta
Tata Jnanavatam Gatihi
Tatha
Tatha
Jnanavatam
Jnanavatam
Gatihi
Gatihi
Anadvaha Advasu Paragishnavaha Iti.
Anadvada
Bhaga
Anadvaga
Advasu
Advasu Parayishnavaha iti
Parayishyavaha iti
Shruti Smritibhyaha.
Shruti
Smritibhyaha
Smritibhyaha
Here Bhashikara quotes from the Shruti and the Smriti. The Shruti is Itihasopanishad. Anadvaha Advasu Paragishnavaha. And the Smriti is Mahabharata. Shanti Parva. Shakuninam iva akashe. Jalevari charasyava. Padam yatha anadrishyeta. Ta jnanavatam. Jnanavat. So Shakuninam. Shakuni is a bird. It's a pakshi. Akashe gachati. Kage gachati, therefore kagaha, bird. Akashe, the bird which flies, which travels the sky. Similarly, jale varichara. Varichara is varini charati iti varichara. Compound, it is upapada samasa. That which moves in the water. What moves in the water? Aquatic beings, fishes, fish, etc. They move. They move in the water. Sky, in the sky, the birds fly. In the water, the aquatic beings, they move, they travel. But is there any road for them? There is no road. The birds which fly in the sky do not leave any trail. The rocket or the flight, we can see the trail of smoke when they travel in the sky. What about the birds? Birds do not emit any smoke. Nor the aquatic beings, they don't leave any trail. The path is there is no road. So without leaving the footprint, padam yathana drishyeta padam. You don't see the footsteps. They don't travel through the road, the path. There is no road to travel, and therefore there are no footprints. So they travel without any trail. Similarly, jnanavatam gatihi. Similarly, the movement of a jnani also. What movement? They don't really travel. Where they travel? Where will they go? Tata jnanavatam gatihi. Similarly, the gati, movement, gatihi, gamanam, gam, dhatu, gatihi. Jnanavatam gatihi, apita yatavati eva iti. They don't travel, they don't move, they don't travel. So here you can see, at least in the Drishtanta, the bird and the aquatic beings, at least they travel, but Jnanis, they don't travel at all. Drishtanta, we have to understand the similarity as well as dissimilarity. The Drishtanta is only in terms of the similarity, not for showing the dissimilarity. Drishtanta here, as the birds which travel in the sky and the aquatic creatures, fishes, etc., which they move in the water, they do not leave any trail. They don't travel through any path. Similarly, Jnani also do not travel through any path. There is no movement. Without moving, they reach Brahma. Then what is that reaching Brahma? Brahma vitta Brahma iva bhavati. Being Brahma, they recognize themselves to be Brahma, therefore they become free. Therefore, where is the travel? No travel. That is the meaning. At least in the Drishtanta, the bird and the aquatic beings move. Movement is there for them. For Jnani, there is no movement. Only that which moves leaves a trail. But here in the Drishtanta, the birds and the fishes, they move, but they don't leave any trail. That alone, that is the comparison here. Not the movement is compared. Movement of the beings are not compared. Not leaving the trail, not leaving the footprint. That is only we have to take. That is a Drishtanta. Tata jnanavatam api gatihi. This is from the Smriti Mahabharata. Anadvaha advasu parayishnavaha. Parayishnavaha is parayitum ichchati. Those who want to travel. Advasu. Advasu parayitu. Advasu is Saptami Bhakti. Shashti Arte Saptami. Those who want to travel the path. Those who want to travel the journey, the samsara yatra journey, they become anadvaha. They become pathless. Those who want to go beyond the samsara, above samsara, beyond samsara, parayishnavaha, advasu parayishnavaha, they become anadvaha, they become pathless. It means there is no path. Becomes They don't have any, they don't make any journey at all. Here itself samsara is ended. Samsara is over for them. So it's only a figurative samsara sagara taranam. How do you cross over? Where is the samsara? Samsara is only in the buddhi. So to cross over, where is the action? Where is the movement? Jnanena eva movement. So anadvaha, where is the path? There is no path. Therefore anadvaha. Advan Shabda we have seen. Advan declension also. Advan, anadvaha. Anadvaga. Ga means gachati. Movement. Movement, there is no path. Pathless movement. Therefore, the travel become pathless. Anadvagaha, referring to the people, the traveler. Here the traveler is a jnani who travels, which doesn't have any path, no roads. It means they don't travel. Jivan eva muktaha bhavanti. That is the meaning. Iti shruti smritibhyaha. Then the next line, we will complete today. Desha parichinna hi gatihi.
देशपरिच्छिन्ना हि
देशपरिच्छिन्ना
गतिः
हि गतिः
Samsara vishayaiva.
संसारविषयैव
संसारविषयैव
Parichinna sadhana sadhyatvat.
परिच्छिन्न साधन
परिच्छिन्न साधन
साध्यत्वात्
Gatihi, the movement which happens only when there is parichinna, when there is limitation. What limitation? Spatial limitation. Gamyate iti gatihi, the movement. That which is reached, the gatihi, the destination, the journey, the end, that is reached by travel. So you have to travel through space. Desha is involved. Deshena parichinna, desha parichinna hi gatihi. It is the definition of gatihi, the moment. Desha parichinna hi gatihi. The travel implies the destination implies traveling through space, limited by space. So spatial. So therefore, any destination what you want to reach, that happens only by traveling, and therefore it is subject to limitation. Desha parichinna hi gatihi. And therefore, will it be samsara vishaya or it is asamsara vishaya? It is samsara vishaya eva. It is samsaraha vishaya yasyaha sa gatihi samsara vishaya gatihi. That gati is samsara vishaya gatihi. That movement is within samsara only. It is samsara vishaya gatihi. Natu samsara vishaya gatihi. Gatihi means it is samsara only. Movement, destination, travel, loka prapti, it is samsara vishaya eva. Because there is parichinnatvam, desha parichinnatvam, therefore kala parichinnatvam. Travel is involved. Sargaloka prapti, desha parichinna. Brahma loka prapti even also desha parichinna. Travel is involved. Krishna marga, Shukla marga. Kala parichinna, desha parichinna. Therefore it is samsara vishaya eva. Samsara vishaya is compound. Samsaraha vishaya yasyaha sa gati, referring to the gati, the destination. So any destination is subject to spatial limitation. Parichinna sadhana sadhyat. Why? Because the hetu is given. Because the sadhana, the means, and the sadhya, the end, they are parichinna. How do you travel? How do you reach a destination? You reach a destination by walking or by movement involved. Therefore, karma is involved. Upasana is involved if it is Brahmaloka. So karma and upasana. These are the sadhanam. It is parichinnam or aparichinnam. It is kritatvat, it is parichinnam. Because it is done, therefore it is parichinnam eva. Because karma, what can karma can do? Karma can produce something new, utpatti. By karma we can reach a place, destination, prapti. Or by karma, samskara, a purification can be done. Or vikara, modification. Karma has only these four, can give only these four types of pala, karma. Similarly, upasana also. Upasana also is a karma only. Upasana is also, it is manasam karma. So, parichinna sadhana sadhyatvat, gatihi, the destination will be Desha Parichinna eva. So Hetu and Hetumat. Hetu Bhashakara gives sadhana sadhyatvat. Parichinna sadhana sadhyatvat. That is important. The sadhana and sadhya are parichinna. With the limited ends, with the limited means, you reach the limited ends. Therefore, the limited end, the gatihi, the destination, naturally it will be subject to limitation, spatial, space-wise limitation. What about Brahma? Brahma tu
Brahmatu
samastatvat
samastatvat
Samastat
na desha parichedena gantavyam.
na
na
desha parichedena
desha
gantavyam.
Savyam.
What about Brahma? Here two is to show the contrast. Vyavartakam, it is Vyavar. Two, whereas Brahma is samastatva, Brahma is everything. Therefore, na desha parichedena gantavyam. Therefore, it is not within samsara. Therefore, it cannot be the destination. Therefore, it is not a destination because it doesn't have it doesn't have limitation, space-based limitation. Samastatvad, it is everything. Because it is everything, therefore, how can it be subject to limitation? It is not located somewhere. It cannot be reached by travel. It is akashavat. It is sarvagatam, all pervading. Samastatvat iti. Yadi hi
Yadi hi
Yadi hi
desha parichinnam brahma
desha
desha
parichinnam
parichinnam
brahma
brahma
desha parichinnam brahma syat
desha
desha
parichinnam
parichinnam
brahmasya
brahma syat
मूर्त द्रव्यवत्
मूर्त
मूर्त
द्रव्यवत्
द्रव्यवत्
आद्यन्तवत्
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 अन्याश्रितं सावयवम्
अन्याश्रितं सावयवम्
सावयवम्
अनित्यं कृतकं च स्यात्
अनित्यं कृतकं
नित्यं
च
कृतकं च
स्यात्
स्यात्
न तु एवंविधं ब्रह्म भवितुं अर्हति
न
न
तु
तु
एवंविधं
एवंविधं
ब्रह्म
ब्रह्म भवितुम्
भवितुमर्हति
अर्हति
अतः
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 तत्प्राप्तिश्च नैव देशपरिच्छिन्ना
तत्प्राप्तिश्च
तत्प्राप्तिश्च
नैव
नैव
देशपरिच्छिन्ना
देशपरिच्छिन्ना
भवितुं युक्ता
भवितुं युक्ता
भवितुं युक्ता
अपि च
अपि
अपि
च
च
अविद्यादिसंसारबन्ध अपनयनम् एव
अविद्यादि
अविद्यादि संसार बन्ध
संसारबन्धनमेव
अपनयनमेव
मोक्षम् इच्छन्ति ब्रह्मविदः
मोक्षमिच्छन्ति
मोक्षम् इच्छन्ति
ब्रह्मविदः
ब्रह्मविदः
न तु कार्यभूतम्
इति
न तु
कार्यभूतम्
कार्यभूतम्
यदि देशपरिच्छिन्नं ब्रह्म स्यात्, if Brahma is subject to the limitation, space-based limitation, then what will happen? It will subject to all sorts of limitation. It's only a supposition. It is not the truth. Then it cannot be Brahma. So, yadi parichinnam, desha parichinnam syat Brahma, targi what will happen? Murta dravyavat. Murta is that which has form. That which has form, therefore available for perception. It is Murta. If Brahma is spatially limited, then what will happen? Like any other Murta Dravya. Among the Panchabhuta, the Murta Bhutas are, Bhuta starts from Agni. Akasha Vayu is Amurta Prapancha. Satchatyacha Bhavatu, Niruktam cha in Taittiriya says, Murtam Amurtam. This Akasha and the Vayu are Amurta Bhutas. Murta is Agni, then Apaha Prithvi. So, therefore, it becomes Murta, Dravyavata. Dravya is substance. It becomes like any other element. Dravya, available for your perception, tangible. Tangible for your sense organs. Becomes available for your perception, sense organs. Jnanendriya. If it is subject to Jnana, if it is available for perception, it is an object. Therefore, it must have Adyantavat, Adi Anta. It must have a beginning and an end. And it is Anyashutam because it has a beginning and end. It cannot exist independently. It must have existence depending on something else. It is not Swatantram, it is Aswatantriyam. And it is, therefore, Adyanta is there, Anyashutam is there. Naturally, it has to be endowed with Avayava, parts. Savayavam, Brahma. When it is Sa Avayava, Avayavaina Sakavartate, Savayavam, then it has to be Anityam. How can be Nityam? And if it is Anityam, then Kritakam Syat. It is produced, it is a product. It is made, it is created. It is created, it is produced. Kritakam Chasyat. All these doshas will walk in. If Desha Parichinna is brought in for Brahma, all the defects will come. Then where is Mukti? Is it a moksha? It is not moksha then. Moksha is not Kritakam. Moksha is not an event which happens at a time. It is already Siddha Vishaya. That is why Siddhasya Siddhihi Vittasya Vittihi. Accomplishing the accomplished. It is not something new to be accomplished. If something new to be accomplished, it will subject to end. It becomes Adyantavatu. Moksha is already Siddha Vishaya. It is a matter of discovery, knowing, knowledge is involved. Therefore, how can be Kritakam? You cannot produce moksha. If moksha is produced, then it is subject to disappearance, goes away also. All these doshas will walk in, therefore, Desha Parichinnam Brahmana. Natu Yevam Vidam Brahma Bhavitam Argati. Such type of Brahma doesn't deserve to be there. And no one will aspire to accomplish such Brahma. So Brahma doesn't deserve to be of such nature. Brahma Evam Vidam. Evam Vidam Brahma Natu Bhavitam Hargati. Therefore, Ataha, Tat Prapti. Therefore, Tat Prapti Ischareva Desha Parichinna Bhavitam Yukta. Tat Praptihi. Therefore, Tat Praptihi Brahma Praptihi. Therefore, Brahma Prapti is not subject to time-wise limitation. Therefore, Bhavitam Na Yukta. It cannot be accepted that Brahma is Desha Parichinna iti. Tat Prapti is Brahma Prapti. Therefore, Brahma is not limited to Desha, not limited to Desha Kala. It is all pervading. Therefore, Bhavitum Na Yukta. It is not proper. It is not acceptable. It has logical contradictions. Therefore, we cannot accept Brahma to be subject to space. It means there is no travel involved. Travel implies space. Space will give rise to all these logical problems. Therefore, it is illogical. Bhavitum na yukta. Naiva bhavitum yukta. Also, avidyadi samsara bandha apanayanam eva moksham. What is moksha? Moksha is nothing but avidyadi samsara bandha. Avidya eva samsara. Avidyadi adi padat we can say avidya, avidya, adhyasa. Therefore, karma pala. Adhyasa, therefore we can say kartrutva, therefore karma pala, then karma pala in the form of papa punya, therefore janma marana, avidya adihi, avidyadi rupa samsara, avidyadi itself is Bahuri samasa, avidya adihi, samsara bandhanam, samsara eva bandhanam we can say, karmadarya. And Vidyadi Rupa Samsara is samsara which is in the form of avidya, etc. Apanayanam, for the removal of that. Eva moksha michanti brahmavidaha. Brahmavit, they said moksha only for the removal of this avidya, the samsara, bandha. Samsaraha eva bandha, samsara bandha. And samsara which is in the form of avidyadi. So avidyadi is Bhagavati samasa. Then avidya rupa samsaraha. And avidya rupa samsaraha eva bandha. Compound. Tasya bandhanasya apanayanam. That is Shashti Tatpurusha. Bandhanasya avidya adihi karanam yasya samsarasya or avidyadi eva samsara. As I told, it is, you can take it as, it is avidya rupa, madhyama padalopi samasa, or you can take karma dharya. Avidyadi eva samsara. Avidyadi adihi. That is a karanam. That is avidyadihi. Avidyadihi karanam yasya samsarasya. You can take it as Bhagavati, or you can just take it as avidya, avidyadi eva samsaraha. Avidyadihi eva samsaraha. Vidya samsaraha. Samsara, samsaraha. Then bandhaha. Samsarena bandhaha. Bandha, it is bound, tied, bondage due to samsarena bandhaha. Avidya, avidya samsara. Samsara eva bandhaha. That is all. There are also karma dharya we can take. We have to interpret the compound. Avidya samsara eva bandhaha. Then avidya samsara bandhasya apanayanam. Or bandhasya apanayanam. Yes, bandhasya apanayanam shashti tatpurusha samasa. Apanayanam, removal. Apanayanam, removal of this bandha, the bondage, which is in the form of the samsara, and samsara, which is in the form of vidyadi. That is what ichanti, by whom? Brahmavit. Therefore, it cannot be karyabhutam, that cannot be accomplished by karma. Therefore, natu karyabhutam, it is not accomplished by karma, it is not a product of any action. And we know what can action do. Action can produce only 4 types of results. Utpatti, samskara, it can produce new, and gatihi, the movement, or it can do samskara, modify. Either it can modify, either it can purify, either it can make you reach, or either it can produce something new. Only these 4 areas are there for karma. Therefore, it is not natu kritakam, natu karyabhutam. It is not something produced. This is what Swamiji's famous statement. Moksha is not an event. It is not produced. It doesn't happen. It is not. It is not something which is created. It is siddha vishaya. Natu karyabhutam iti. Then kincha moksha kale. Again, the topic of Jivan Mukti and Videka Mukti continues in the next mantra. We'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादः गुरु।
धन्यवादः।
You can take some difficult words here from this and do samasa. Try to understand the context and do samasa. Certain samasas I do in the class only, depending on the context. So you can, we have seen many compounds in the Upanishad itself. It's a good exercise, taking all the difficult words and try to do the Vigraha Vakya. Okay. Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवादः गुरुजी।
धन्यवादः।